to create a Google Doc so that you can do any kind of survey, like an attendance survey or anything like that, you log into Google Docs, docs.google.com. Then you click here to the left, or to the left side where you have the drop-down menu, and you go to Sheets, which is the green. The Sheets is always where you can insert the form for any kind of survey. So click on Sheets, and when you want the blank form, so just double-click on the blank form, and you'll get an Excel-looking document that shows up. So to make that a usable form, you go to Insert, Form, and then this will bring up your form. You can title this spreadsheet. So if it was for your attendance survey, you could say, math small group attendance, or whatever you would like to name it. Click OK. And that's going to show your name up there. And then you can just give this specific spreadsheet a title. You can give it the same title. You can give it a different title. That's up to you. And then you fill in your questions. So it'll always show an untitled question first. When you click the little pencil, that's your edit option, and you can name the question. So list your first and name. And you can write a help text if you need to. Obviously for a first name you wouldn't, but if you had a question that needed a little more guidance, you could add a help text there. And then you can choose the question type. There's multiple choice. Text just allows you to write like a couple words. A paragraph text lets you give a longer answer. Then multiple choice, checks boxes, you can choose from a list. A scale gives you the option like 1 to 5, like highly effective to not effective. Grid, date, you'd obviously want that for a Class Connect. But so for the name, you would just put text. And then when you're done, you can want to click required question for any question that needs to be required for that survey. Click done. When you want to add a new question, you just click add item. Again, you can say date of class, multiple choice. So I'm going to put date there. Again, I want this to be a required question. And you can include year and time if you like. Once you're finished with that, click done. If you do make a mistake, you can always delete your questions here and start over. And then you can also change the theme. So right now, I'm going to show you if I view the live form, this is when you send out the survey, what it would look like for those students. But you can change the theme and make it more fun. And you can just click that by clicking Change Theme. And there's a bunch of default themes here that you can just choose from. So you can choose any one. You can also click this and customize and add your own background. Let's say I just wanted it to be this one. So you can see that's what it looks like. It just puts that fun little picture at the top. So again, if I wanted to go back and change the questions, I would go to Edit Questions. And then once I've submitted my survey, you can send them the link. So if you go to View Live Form, this is the link that you can send to them. That's the link that they'll use for their attendance. So you can copy and paste that link. If you did make a mistake after you're seeing it, you can go back to edit this form and it will allow you to make further edits. And then once everybody's finished with your survey and you're ready to check it, you can log into your Google Docs, and I'm going to show you. You can see here all of the Google Docs you created will show up. So you can just double click on your spreadsheet that you've created, and you can see here, here's all of the answers to your survey. And across the top will be all the questions, and then below will be all of the responses. So that's how you keep track.